He's the food talking, organic banana eating, coffee drinking, the one and only, your favorite morning host is Josh.
Morning, everyone. Morning, and welcome to the Morning Banana Show, number 146. I think this is the first Morning Banana Show of the year 2023. So welcome. The live streams are coming through perfectly clear. I got that out of the way before I started anything else. But while I open up some links here, how are you? More importantly, how is everybody doing today? I'm going to turn this music down. We're listening to A Fresh Glow by Adam and Josh. I'm going to shut that right down. How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday, January 10th, and we are in the year 2023. Checking the Schumann vibes real quick. Looks like we've had, not surprisingly, a lot of whiteouts this last few days. The vibes have been crazy. Things have been happening. Upgrades have been taking place, and right now we're in a little bit of a cool down period. I'm taking a quick look at the situation over in Ukraine with different live cams all over the place, and sun is rising. I see that. Looks beautiful. The sun is rising or setting. I don't know. It's doing something. It's on the horizon. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Because, I mean, you take a step back and look at the situation. Are they still having that street vendor party? This is like 4 months later. Maybe that's just a bazaar or a market where they always have in Odessa. I've been checking these live stream cams from Ukraine. I mean, since before they claimed that there was a war that had started. And, now looking back on some of my old videos where I'm talking about the Ukraine, where I'm talking about this and that, I mean, you guys all know that now. It makes sense. When you hear about the situation in Ukraine, are you thinking everything is above board and there's nothing fishy, no corruption there? No, I think most people realize there's some level of corruption going on that we're not really abreast of. So, yeah, I was right on that one. I'm going to turn this fan off. 1 second. So here we are. Might as well enjoy this banana on the Morning Banana Show, number 146. How have you guys been? I think the most funniest situation that's happened lately to me personally, or a situation that I've called out, is the Andrew Tate situation. The guy came on my radar probably a year or a half ago, and I signed up for his email so I would kind of get the printouts and think I would read about, like, what is this guy up to? I read a lot of emails. I read a lot of news stories anyway, so I thought, well, one thing I can do is read whatever this guy's saying. A lot of it was trash. A lot of it was recycled stuff. A lot of it was auto sent emails, which I understand. But it helped me get into the mind of this in full form Sagittarius man. All that being said, if you go to my website, adamjosh.com, and go to the blog section, I wrote challenge to Andrew Tate and the Brokey University squad in December 23rd. And December 23rd, I had started basically a challenge to him and started calling him out. But it was a continuation of a Twitter thread where I was calling him out on Twitter. And in the video, I was letting everyone know how this character made his first milli in his own words, something that people know now, but maybe didn't know back then. They were looking at this guy who was selling like Tony Robbins style mindset, lifestyle, and coaching. But they don't know that this guy got his first real significant income from running a bunch of cam girls who, in his own words, he admitted he was having sex with every one of them, some of them younger, preying on them, grooming them in tandem with his brother, Tristan, who brags about taking young girls' virginity in the country of Romania, where the legal age is 15. So obviously a lot of red flags in that sentence that I just said. A lot of that is illegal. He's talking about tax. This guy is so stupid. He's talking about tax evasion on camera, basically revealing his own methods by saying, if you do all your transactions in business through Bitcoin, you don't have to pay tax. Again, a bunch of poppycock. So anyway, I started calling him out. I knew all the stuff in the back end. I didn't make a lot of it public because some of my sources and some of the information that I get is like through people that don't want to be named, basically. So I'm not a journalist. I'm just a regular guy, I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. Eating bananas in the morning, mother effer. Just sitting here with my hell chucker. I don't want to talk about Andrew Tate. Anyway, I called him out. And some of you may know me, some of you may not. But you don't want me involved in your life in a negative way. That's all I'm going to leave it at. So this is the public persona. This is the front-facing guy. I smile. I eat bananas. I chat to you on camera. But you don't want me involved in your life, is the bottom line. Not in a negative way. Not in a way where you have my attention for a negative way. So anyway, this guy got my attention. So I started studying him. And at one point, I saw directly into his soul, and so I started confronting him about it. And the thing that bothers me about quote-unquote leaders is I've been through this situation so many times in my life, starting with, I guess, my real dad, and then in Bible college with the pastors there. And if you look at my life, you have these series of males in positions of power that are not qualified to lead. And so over the years, I've taken different approaches. Like with my dad, I moved out of my house, with this guy, Peter Youngren. I started calling him out, and he wound up. His church isn't here in St. Catharines, last I checked. His school isn't here, last I checked, in town. So, these things happen. And my point about all that is, over the years, you can see a pattern with me where I start studying people who are leading, who shouldn't be leading, unqualified leaders. So I've always said, about religious entities, that mass murderers are fundamentally unqualified to lead. Mass murderers are fundamentally unqualified to teach you spiritual things. And on that same vein, morally corrupt men are not capable of leading you in any real, true, ethical way. And base morality in 2023 is veganism. If you look at the average vegan male or the average vegan kid, they have more ethics and more morality in the tip of their finger, I swear to God, than the Bible heroes that you talk about, or the scripture heroes that you talk about. But, your scripture heroes also didn't have GPS and cell phones and the internet. So maybe they would have been whole different characters had they had all this technology. Who knows? all I'm saying is this guy Andrew Tate, now as we all know, I started confronting him in 2022. And, you could say I tore a strip off him or whatever, but at the end of the video, I'm just saying, look, from an outsider's perspective, you see like he's trying to lead and harness the adventurous spirit and the testosterone lacking youth of today. Borderline homosexual leadership, very, very, very nuanced levels of this. So I kept saying that maybe he's just a CIA agent. Maybe his dad was a CIA agent. So maybe he is just some sort of Mossad agent or CIA agent or some operative. And this is all some type of scam because the overwhelming evidence of like the self snitching and whatnot is really something to behold with this guy, the levels that this guy is up to. So I was just kind of floored, and I called him out. And then in the end of the video, in my mind, I have my own reasons for doing things. But in the end of the video, I'm saying, look, if you want to prove me wrong, if you want to say you're harnessing the adventurous spirit of the youth of today, then do me a favor, take all your billions and all your Bugattis and go travel Antarctica and prove that Earth is a ball or prove that it's flat. Come out as a flat earther, go research it for yourself. You got all this wealth, go harness the male spirit and explore, right? Take all your Brookie University squad friends with you. So I'm doing that for a reason. I'm doing that because I know that he's a globalist scumbag. And I'm also putting him in a position where he has to either ignore me or he has to either do what I'm going to advise, which I know that he's not going to be able to do. Same with Elon Musk or Elno. Elno. These guys are globalist dirtbags. And, when the truth seekers and the truth tellers of 2023, need a hero, the globalists will supply them, basically. I mean, the irony of somebody who's supposedly so intelligent, Elno, and is stuck in a position of going along with the hoax moon landing in the 60s. So, like, and I know that the moon landing was fake, right? He knows it too. But he's stuck in a position now because he contracts for NASA, setting up, satellite spy drones and cameras and whatnot on his rockets, rocket delivery systems. How much of that is actually real? How much of it is CGI? I don't know. I obviously believe in rockets. Rockets are real. I'm not a total idiot. I mean, rockets are a thing. Anyway, we know. They know we know. We know they know we know. They know we know. They know we know. But they still do it anyway. Guys like Elno still hoax you anyway, still dupe you anyway. Guys like Andrew Tate will still release all these emails and blah, blah, blah. Do PR control and have his bot farms and the pyramid marketing scheme of advertising for Andrew Tate through the Brookie University squad. They just keep going. I know guys like one of the first examples I mentioned, Peter Youngren. He is still every day somehow operating his business. So snakes are going to snake. And this is just the reality. Like, we have to live in this world with guys like Andrew Tate, guys like Elno, guys like Peter Youngren, and worse. We have to live in this same world with just total snakes. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the most unqualified people wind up in positions of leadership because they crave it so badly. They want it so badly that it's more like their lust and inner desire to be seen as a leader is more powerful than the actual true leader's desire. So they become the leaders, even though we all know they shouldn't be our leaders. That's just the reality. Do I need to bring up the royal families? So what that should do is it should motivate if you feel on your insides that you are an actual qualified moral and ethical leader of men and leader of people, then it should motivate you to be more aggressive. And for me, I have 2 vegan kids who I think are holier than Jesus, and I train them with physical exercise. I train them that sometimes you have to be a leader, sometimes you have to step in as a man. I'm training them to be better than I am, hopefully, and that's the goal. So if my whole life's mission is to train up 2 vegan men, then that's fine with me. I see more potential in my own leadership and coaching capabilities. And so if you know somebody who's going to help me draw it out, let's get it done. Let's start coaching people. It's kind of where I'm at. 2023, got to start coaching people. But anyway, yeah, I got some grapes here. I had a banana. I got to shut this morning banana show down. I'm at the office. I hope that you guys have a great 2023. My rush check season is winding down. Don't tell my customers that because they just keep coming. Today is like 330 for the season in numbers. And did 228 as of yesterday or something like that. I have 3 more today. So over 330 for the season, which is good numbers for me. I'm not complaining. I was aiming for 300. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while since my last morning banana show, but you know the way it is. I get so busy, I can't do much of anything else. Take care, everybody. Follow me on Twitter @AdamJosh.com. Take care, everybody. Take care. Thank you so much for coming out to the morning banana show. Bye.